Had a controversy at the end. What was your take on it all?
Well, there's a bad rule for a start. That one as well. I mean, I have a big problem with it. I like it for reasons like that. You know, one point in the match, I felt like, you know, I hit a forehand on the back edge of the line, and he hit a forehand into the stadium off the shot, and there's no chance the call affected the stroke that he played this, you know, that split second. And on the return, I think the call was made in the correct time. He got his racket on the ball, missed it, but you know, the call was, you know, an early call. So normally you replay the point there, and it's a bad rule because this comes down to the rule kind of how the umpire sees it, and you know, they don't always see it the same way as the players do. I think you just got to. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't, but it's not a good rule.
So you wouldn't have complained if Mo had said replay the point?
Well, I would have been annoyed, yeah, because that's the thing. For me, it was a great serve, and he missed the return, but he got his racket on it. So I don't know what the rule is. I don't know how you interpret it. If it is you get your racket on the ball, you know, or if it's a late call. I think it just comes down to how the umpire sees it. And I would have said that was, you know, it was a great serve right on the back edge of the line, and he missed the return. But most of the time they replay the point now, just like they did when I had the forehand on the back for that. It was the same thing.
Thomas says his understanding is that unless it's an ace, points should always be replayed.
I think it should be, because then it takes any controversy out of it. If you touch the ball. But sometimes guys stretch their racket out, and especially if it's on a tee serve, you know, for a big first serve, you know, often the ball hits the end of the frame and might even go behind you. So should you replay the point now? I mean, I don't know. I think if you get the ball to go forwards, I think you should replay the point.
You seem to be going pretty smoothly, and then you were holding your knee a bit in the second set of that.
Yeah, I've had a problem with it since Brisbane, actually, and it's sort of come and gone. It was a bit sore right before the tournament. I didn't feel it at all in the first couple of matches, and then right at the beginning of the second set I felt it. And it's not something that stops me sort of running around, it's just annoying because it's sort of been there for a while. I want to try and get rid of it because there's a lot of big events coming up, and I need to make sure I do all the right exercises and the right rehab and stuff to get it better, because it's not a major issue, it's just a thing to get rid of.
Is it just the usual patella split?
No, it's the same knee as that, but the patella thing, I mean, I deal with a lot. I've had that for my whole career. It's not something a little bit different that I've had for a while. Yeah, just try and get it better. I think I play so much tennis and train so hard that it's tough to take enough time off sometimes to get things better.
Second set frustrating for you? You worked twice, you came back, and then all those match points?
Well, it wasn't frustrating in the end because, you know, you just have to get the win often. I think, in my whole career on the tour, I don't know how many matches I've played. I think I only lost maybe one match where I served for 2 max. One of them was against Djokovic and Roland last year, but that's one thing I've always been very comfortable with closing matches out. You know, I played 3 great serves to bring up 40 love, and then missed a few first serves in a row, and you went for some big shots, and then once you're back at the juice, you're thinking, God, I've just blown 3 match points, so you kind of just want to try and get through it if you can, and then naturally you might, I went too defensive, I went too far behind the baseline, and was letting him dictate points, but just got to get through those moments and be tough.
How would you sum up the match itself?
I thought tactically I did well. For a set and a half. I created a lot of chances in the second set, but kind of gave them back to him. He obviously played some good stuff as well. Again, it's not always just down to you can go up and break and get broken back when you're playing against the guys sort of 6-7 and all of that happens. But tactically I was doing the right things, and then maybe got away from that a little bit. But I just hung in at the end. I fought and scrambled and did what I had to do to win.
Was it particularly pleasing to beat someone you've lost to the last 3 times? And if it had been 4 defeats, you might have started to get a feeling got a handle on you?
Like the match in Paris last year was a very close match. Could have gone either way. The match at the French Open was a disappointing one, and I can't remember the time before that where it was. I played them.
It was about 5 years ago.
Yeah, so it's a long time we actually haven't played each other too much. But yeah, I mean, it's good to get a win against the top 10 players, and he's a year and a half ago was in the Wimbledon final. He's an excellent player. He's been sent me to I know of the French finals of Wimbledon. At least the quarters of the other two.